Alright, so it's been about a week since Che did what Cardi was supposed to do and drop a deluxe. And I'm not gonna lie, we eating with this tape, bro. I'm calling it a tape on purpose because Che didn't just throw a few bonus tracks on here and call it a day. He turned this deluxe into a whole new album, adding 14 new songs, crazy. And honestly, Rest in Bass feels like the moment where like Che fully locked into his sound. I feel like he really grasped the rage aesthetic, but in his own way. Like one thing I've always noticed with the new generation of rap, especially in the rage lane, is how easy it is for artists to fall into someone else's shadow. Like you'll tend to hear a Yeet influence, Ken Carson, most of the time Cardi. When I listen to Rest in Bass, I heard something completely different. The beats are honestly so distorted, I couldn't put them in the categories like Yeet and Ken Carson. And his vocals and lyrics were a lot broader and more experimental. Like just to name off a couple of these bangers, we got Make Out With My Chop, one of the most aggressive beats on Rest in Bass. I like how it just feels like there wasn't any rules or restrictions whenever it came to the production on this, bro. Which just so happened to be produced by Che himself. Whenever I found that out, that just made it hit even harder for me, bro. Now, onto what I think was one of his best songs off the whole album, Die Hard. You can tell Che was going for another hit with this song. And then he switches it up mid-song, and I don't even need to say anything else. Now at this point, listening into the album, I realized like Che isn't just experimenting with any type of sound like everybody else is. Like he's genuinely trying to bring something new to the table. I think that's what makes everybody enjoy him so much, and that's what makes him stand out so much. The next song I'm really rocking with was Dirty Sprite. The 808s on that shit was knocking. On a real note, Che needs his props on production. Like, I was extremely shocked to find out Che had his hand in most of the mixing and production, and that doesn't do anything but just make Che even more goated. Honestly, like after fully listening to this, I think it's safe to say Che is doing a good job at separating himself from others, specifically beating Cardi allegations. And before anyone comments something along the lines of him biting the deep voice Cardi shit, Cardi did not create that deep voice. If anything, Cardi been known for biting more niche artists. But the main thing that I was thinking about whenever I was listening to this album, bro, how's it gonna hold up against Osama Sun's most recent release, Psychotic? And respectfully, Che clears it. And I know that shit's gonna get some hate, but hear me out. I feel like if Osama Sun's album didn't leak like multiple times prior to him releasing it, then maybe it'd be better. And him making the album himself just gets him even more cookie point. But after listening to the deluxe, I ended up listening to the actual album itself too. I would honestly give it album of the year, but Lone Drop, I'm not gonna lie. Overall though, I give the album a 9 out of 10. There's really only 2 misses on there for me. They're not horrible. This might be my craziest take of them all. I feel like if this album doesn't go underappreciated, bro, I really feel like Rest in Bass Encore Edition is gonna have the whole lot of red effect. Get the fuck out of here! I feel like Che dropping this as a deluxe, low-key selling the bag. That's all I really got for today's video. If y'all boys do enjoy, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment down below.